Good morning, everybody. Mike Vaki, Princetontrader, here with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, let's talk briefly about yesterday. If you haven't checked out the evening webcast from last night, check it out. There's links. It's up on YouTube. There's a link on Twitter. There's a link on Facebook. It's fairly easy to find. We talked about yesterday and some techniques and trading trend updates that we used yesterday that served us pretty well. So check that out. We also talked about some of the key areas for the overnight. One of those was 47. So just briefly, we got the bullish follow through. We didn't engage the band, so the band ride's over. Okay. But as long as we are spending time below the daily mid-band, we are ultimately in sell rallies mode. And you're seeing the bears starting to pushing back into the area of the 50-day exponential moving average at 44.30, back into the area of the 9-day simple, which comes in right around 44 to 46-ish. Here's your hourly chart. You got the daily mid-band up here in the area right around 59. We talked about the 19 matching lows. We talked about the lower low, then the higher low. 22 was going to be the key on the downside yesterday. The whole thing was setting up a weekly pivot test. They tested it, they passed, they converted, they headed higher. But one of the reasons why, when we do this stuff in the room, we tend to take our profits where we find them in sell rallies markets when we're long and roll up stops hard is because it's going to come back. Whether it comes back just to make a higher low and then go make a higher high, or whether it comes back to, basically go all the way back down like it did over here when it couldn't convert the mid-band, one way or the other, it's going to come back. This did not have the nature of a full-on V rally. And the reason it didn't have a nature of a full-on V rally is you spent 2 days down here at the lows. It's not like, Clinton's going to win. Nope, Trump's going to win. Launch. That's a V rally, okay? This is finding a low. So you're going to rally off of it. But then as you get closer to the daily mid-band, then you have to deal with what is the reaction going to be once it gets near the daily mid-band. Remember, we spent a solid, let me zoom this out one. We spent a solid few days up here trying to solve the daily mid-band before it came down. Rallied up, hung around, down, rallied up. What do I think? I think we probably hang around again. I think that's probably the higher probability outcome. So before everybody gets all bared up this morning, I would say, look, we may just be dancing between the weekly pivot and the daily mid-band. And you know what? That's a 20-handle range. You can get a lot done in a 20-handle range. So right now I'm flat. We had a 46 risk marker for a long last night because I was looking for a retrace to 47. We kind of got it. You can see it rallied off a little bit here, but the best it could do was 51 and then back down. So right now we're just flat and kind of waiting to see what the next move is going to be. We probably won't do a setup unless I see something I really like until we get into the regular session today. Okay, last thing of importance, this is a 5-minute chart. You can see here we talked about on last night's webcast and we talked about yesterday during the day, monthly pivot, 24.51.42. You've got yesterday's highs being tested. Here's your Globex high, 54.75. Came down, tried 47. I figured we'd get 47, which is why we did a 40 along with the 46 marker. Came back up, tried, did what I would call a retest of the weekly pivot, did what I would call a lower high at the weekly pivot, which you can see a little bit better on a 15-minute chart here. And now down to test 44s. What's next? Probably weekly pivot. Probably weekly pivot. The thing that also concerns me, if I'm trying to be long this right now, is you're starting to see the proprietary moving average go from trying to be support early in the evening to trying to be resistance now. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. I'll be out with a midday update. I'll talk to everybody then. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em